it's not every woman these days that likes statutory marriage. Because some women want to be second wives, and some women want to be third wives. Some women want to be fourth wives. That's one I have right now. And the man is like, what's wrong in him having a side chick outside? You know, the person who does statutory marriage today calls it he's cheating, he has a side chick. The traditional man says it that he has a mistress. He says that he has a concubine. There is a place for that in our customary, in our culture. There's a place for somebody having a mistress, somebody having a concubine. It's allowed. It's allowed. So, but this person is having a statutory marriage and wants to just live that traditional life.
And lifestyle.
His traditional wiring. And you are like saying that there's a problem. It's like, no, it's not like I don't love my wife. It's not like he does not see it as cheating.
Hello and welcome. My name is Adenike Yarikwa and I'm your host. This is a continuation of an extensive 2-hour conversation on various issues relating to marriage, which we have now broken down into multiple parts. You can start by either listening to this episode or other previous episodes to enjoy the full conversation.
Like you mentioned earlier on, I have a matter in court right now. And the guy is saying, my client is a Muslim. Okay. He's asking for divorce. In fact, we are asking for divorce even before the consummation of the marriage. Yes, the marriage has not been consummated because the issue started from the marriage registry. After when they were giving them the certificate, they mentioned that you see now with this your certificate and with this marriage you have, you can no longer marry more than one wife. You cannot do this. And he was like, he's a Muslim. He wanted his marriage. He wants his marriage and his family.
But was he not aware of this before?
He was not aware of. I don't think he was aware of all of that. I think he just felt they were going to do it so that they would just have the certificate. Because to him, it was his wife that was pushing for it, and she was pushing for it more or less like let them have the certificate for their marriage.
Yeah.
Right. And the plan was also for them to have it even before their nikah.
Okay.
Right. So. And we are in court right now for divorce. And in fact, the last time that we were in court, he said it openly in court and to the judge that, see, if you divorce us right now and she still wants to be in the marriage, I'm still willing and ready to still marry her under Islamic law. I'm still willing. It's not like I don't like her again. I hate her and the rest, but I don't want my marriage and my family to be regulated by statutory law.
So it's good to be educated on the type of marriage you want to get into.
Yes.
Because if he had the information that this marriage, when you're going to the registry, this is what it's going to entail, he would have even bothered.
No, he would not have.
So information is quite important for people to have.
Many people do not understand all the intricacies of it. You know, as it stands, when it comes to statutory marriages, most of the time, if you want to look at it from a particular angle, you think that is primarily when compared now, in comparison to the others.
Yes.
You see it as is designed to protect women in laws. Right?
What would you say? What's your rationale for that?
Of course, you cannot marry more than one wife.
Yes.
Which is one of the arguments many people get to push.
Yes.
Is that too, you cannot share your properties the way you like, right? So, for example, when it comes back to how you get to sharing of property,
yes,
maybe during divorce,
yes,
right? Of course, under customary law, he that owns a land owns what is above, reaching to the heavens, and what is below, reaching to the center of the earth, right? It applies to, because under customary law, the general belief is that the person who owns a wife owns everything about her. Although we know that it's not so.
Yes.
Because if she came in with a dowry, the dowry is hers. It's her dowry.
Yes.
Actually, it is hers. If she bought her own properties in the course of the marriage, we understand that it is her own.
Yes.
Right? If she can prove that she actually bought these properties, we know it is her own, especially, and thank God for the right to property act, women's right to property act that protects their own interests and the rest. So, excuse me, for things like that, We understand that, but for statutory law ensures that both parties have equal rights, equal privileges. There is no gender.
Better than
There's no gender bias. There's no gender bias under statutory law. Unlike that's one advantage that statutory law has. Unlike customary laws or Islamic laws that may have all of that. But the good thing is, like I have observed in recent time, there's none that is actually better than the other. It all depends on what you want.
Yeah.
Because under customary law, every family, if a man is diseased, his family actually has the customary responsibility of taking care of his widow and his children. We know many people have abused it. We know many people abuse it. We know many people.
I was going to get to that.
Right, we know many people abuse it, but customarily, if you actually follow customary laws and principles, that's where the doctrine of wife inheritance comes from. The doctrine of wife inheritance is the fact that the widow has to be protected, she has to be provided for, she has to be secured as much as when her husband was alive. You get the understanding? So in their own thinking, it's not wrong. It's just that when there's an abuse, there are no measures, no systems to actually protect the woman.
Unlike under the statutory.
Unlike under the statutory, where you can go to court and you know the justice system is there to enforce your rights. I think that's just the bad thing with customary law. The bad thing with customary law is that the system to enforce it is usually one, non-existent. And number two, if it is existent, it is biased and corrupt.
Yes. Because there's already people in the community who are already taking sides based on the information they already have.
You get the understanding that that's just it. But in a sense, they are saying a lot of benefits on both sides and on it. You see, even that idea of my money is my money, but his money is our money. It's only a concept of that customary marriage. It's not a concept of that statutory.
Yes.
Because of that statutory, you are equal.
Independent, yes, of each other. True.
You're actually equal.
Yes.
But it's not that customary law that say, am I not his wife? And you see some people coming up to say, maybe for example, even when we are doing custody matters and the rest, and they're like, no, the man will not pay school fees. And then I say, whose surname are they bearing? You see, that concept of whose surname are they bearing is customary law. It's not statutory law.
Yes. Whose child is it?
No, statutory law does not care about that. Statutory law is
very
logic.
Straight, yes.
And let's go. There's no sentiments and emotional things and the rest. So none is actually better than the other. It's just for you to knowing exactly. It's not every woman these days that likes statutory marriage. Because some women want to be second wives. And some women want to be third wives. Some women want to be fourth wives.
The first wife I know was.
Some women want to be mistresses. There are some women that are even first wives that don't want to be the only wife. Because they know that being the only wife puts so much responsibility on her. If they have other wives, it means that duties and responsibilities can be shared.
I think that I hear what you're saying. And to be honest, you would be amazed, or I will be amazed, or we will be amazed at how it's even almost acceptable even in we will have thought maybe in our generation now it's not acceptable. It's still just like we said.
Why did the Oni of Ife get married? Do you notice how the marriages he had? Do you see that all the women, they are not average women?
Yes. True.
They are not average women by any standard. Educationally,
yes,
some of them have PhDs. Economically, some of them are even richer than him. But the question now becomes that why is this person choosing to be a second wife? Why is this person choosing to be a third wife? Why is this person choosing to be a fourth wife?
It's a personal preference.
People have their preference. People like people are concerned about, some people are concerned about social status and social class. Some people believe that if they are the youngest wife, they will be the one that is spoiled.
Yes.
And the rest.
Is that one allowed? Because even the youngest child these days is not spoiled too.
Some people also believe that some people want to enjoy some level of independence in their marriage. So being a second wife, third wife can give them that level because they are like, I want to be second wife. But if you marry me, I will not live in the same house with you and with your wife. you rent another apartment for me.
Mm.
So if you rent another apartment for them, as the husband, you cannot share yourself.
Mm. Mm.
So for all those times you are not around, they are independent and they can live and enjoy their private life.
So it's almost like a open marriage in a sense.
So is it?
But they know going into it and that's what they want.
Yes, they know going to it. So we may think that, oh, every woman wants a statutory marriage, but some don't.
Yes. Thank you for listening to this episode. The conversation still continues and you can listen to other parts of the recording in the next episode. See you there.